Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your weekly focus for January the 7th through to the 13th, 2019. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Thank you, truly. I send it right back to you. Now, a little bit of the recap of the energy that we've just walked through in order to understand the energy of this week is we had the solar eclipse on the 5th. And for you, it is all about money and value. It could be a little bit about your daily routine, switching that up, your resources, growing money, making money, spending money could be a part of it too. So watch that. Your material security. And Sages aren't over materialistic. But in order to do the things that you want to do in life, our currency is cash. So then we had Uranus go stationary direct. So expect some kind of abundance or opportunity. It may not be this week. It might not be even this month, but now until March, it's really about stepping into your truth, into your creativity, into your happiness. Romance is right up there on the top of the list for you. And just opportunities and things coming out of the blue in order for you to become childlike, creative, curious, allowing romance in, and joy in, happiness in. So expect that kind of energy to be around for you, absolutely. Now with Uranus going direct. And then after that, Uranus will really kind of move into your health and fitness and a little bit more on routines, um, self-improvement, really growing who you are and making yourself strong for any challenge that comes your way. But that's really going into the future. So you experienced a little bit of it a little while ago. We start the week. We start the week with Venus moving into your sign. So you are beautiful, charming, inviting in romance and happiness. Absolutely. Also, money. You're inviting in money when Venus is around, and so watch the spending because you could really see something, and without really doing any kind of research or something, you could have probably bought it for half price somewhere else, or you really didn't need it in order to move forward. So it was a wasted, rather than having value for that money, it was wasted money. So be careful of your spending habits, but there's a lot of beautiful energy promoting money coming into you, flowing towards you. So that's beautiful energy to have. Tuesday and Wednesday are probably the ouchiest kind of days because Mars and Mercury are kind of they're squaring each other, and so just be careful you don't knee jerk. We could come impatient or hasty on those days. We could try and fight for our time on the floor to say what we are wanting to say, and it's not going to be heard properly. We're going to use the wrong words, or they're not going to take in what we're trying to say, or they're going to be competing for the same uh, voice, and they're trying to override you with their voice, and it kind of just gets lost. It it gets lost. The it flatlines whatever you're trying to do, especially changes that you are inviting in only to make a change. Things have to change, so I'm making a change, and that's the way it is going forward. Ultimatums, things like that, really aren't going to work to your advantage. In fact, they're probably going to put you behind the eight ball. So Tuesday and Wednesday are more days where we want to have that introspect, think about what we are trying to say, where we're using our voice. Home and family is probably a big place that we are looking in our life. What needs to change, where the illusion is. So maybe we've been telling ourselves that a certain person's behavior is fine and you can live with it. And now's the time where you say, you know what, it really can't be like this if I'm really going to step into my tomorrow. This person's behavior has to change, or their habits. And, if you just on Tuesday or Wednesday, chances are, if you try and get that across, it's just going to flatline on you. Wait until the energy is really supporting you. And that could be by the weekend, absolutely. It could be by the weekend, because we have Mercury going over Saturn, so your voice becomes strong, and especially in bringing in the abundance and material security that you want, and feeling that foundation, or that base underneath your feet, that peace of mind, happiness, joy. So you could actually invite it in during those times. We also have the sun crossing over Pluto. So that's your inner warrior. That's you going after your dreams and your desires in order to create that money in your life. Finances, material wealth. And like I say, you're not materialistic. Very rarely do I come across a Sag that has any kind of a materialistic bone in their body. But it does take money in order to do the things that you want to do, go the places you want to go, experience the things that you want to experience. And this week it supports you. The energy really supports you in that coming into your life. So have a patience with it. Of course, we do have to show up every day, make the commitment to ourselves. So ground yourself in routine. That would probably be something. Don't go, to an extreme in any area of your life, like buying that really shiny, expensive thing. Wait and see if it's going to go on sale, kind of thing. You don't want to spend more than you have to. Or it's little things like that it probably doesn't matter in the great grand scheme of things, but you don't want to. Why put yourself in that position in the first place? Or overestimating something, a return on something, or what something's going to be like, and really building up a hope, and then just go with the flow. Go with the flow, expect the good to be there, and really think things through before you sign on a dotted line, before you do that handshake, before you truly make the commitment. Make sure that you're not taking on too much for yourself, or you're not going overboard in some way in your life where, it was the gesture more than the value, and you went with value, but it was a grand gesture, but still, you could have done it for a fraction of the cost. Maybe you're celebrating somebody's birthday and you just go over the top, instead of just, keeping it a beautiful birthday dinner or party. We have the Eight of Swords. Perceptions change. Perceptions change. Where you thought you were blocked, you are no longer blocked. You see a clarity. You understand how to go forward. Maybe new things show up for you. Maybe you finally just rip that blindfold off your head, and you see that there were no swords in front of you, and you could have gone forward at any point in time. So it could have been your belief system that is changing and transforming in some way, of expectations, or what you thought you had to do in order to step into an opportunity, or a journey, an opportunity, a relationship. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. There's not too many cards that are repeating this week. Usually I have like 2 or 3 cards that are like in everybody's reading. This is knowing that you are deserving, that you are worthy. This is standing up for your dreams, to really truly step into them, to nurture them, to care for them, to embrace them, to believe in them as a mother would her child, to protect them. And really standing in your truth and believing that what you want to have happen in your life will happen. That expectation. And doing the steps, right? By nurturing, by caring, by supporting, by embracing, by loving, by revisiting, by expectation. The World card appears. There's a first. The chapters are changing. Maybe the book has ended. Maybe this is the new saga that's about to begin. This is about some things that do need clarification or cleaning up, decluttering in your life in order for you to really step into your tomorrow. There's some baggage that lingers and you really need to get it off your plate. Chances are, because of the astrology, it has to do with finances. It could do with, I would think finances, if anything else. It could have undertones of relationship, but so is there a bill outstanding or some financial thing that you just have been pushing to the back burner because once again, money isn't overly important to you? It's important, but it has its own priority. In order to free you up, in order to move you forward, in order to allow you to step into your tomorrow with a light foot, the Wheel of Fortune shows up. Wow. The World and the Wheel of Fortune. Strong cards for you for moving, transforming, things changing, things moving you in. You know, universally, this card is known as a card that is telling you that things are moving towards the better, towards the good. And once again, it's a card reminding us to release some of that baggage in our life, to leave the past in the past, to move forward into new ventures, that the season is changing, that you are moving forward in a positive light. I would think that would be in career, that would be in your stature in the community, perhaps. Finances definitely getting better. We have the Magician. Um, Now this is really in our relationship sector. This is just knowing your power, that you are in fact the magician here, that you could transform people's lives just merely by your presence, that you can invite in the kind of relationships that you want by just illuminating that type of energy outward. I mean, Venus has just moved into your signs, so you hold all the cards and all the magic when it comes to relationships. So you could attract a new relationship in right now if that's what you wanted. You could meet somebody new and interesting and unique that's going to take you on an adventure of a lifetime. So, what do your relationships mean to you, and where do you really want them to go? Now, new people coming into your life to mentor you, to teach you, or perhaps in your path, you are the one that is the teacher or the mentor, making the miracles happen for somebody else. But truly, you hold the cards here in bringing in, especially when it comes to love, when it comes into relationships, relationships that will really ground you and support you, to open you up to an optimism when it comes to romance and love and beauty. And the King of Wands. The King of Wands is our final card. I think this is a Sag card, actually. You know, this is about let's get going. Let's jump into the adventure. Let's expand our minds. Let's expand our horizons. Let's take a risk on our dreams, our goals, our desires, and let those risks be open to us. Now, we want educated risks during this time period. So it has to be part of the strategy. It has to be part of the plan in some form, in some manner. Or it could take you in a whole different road, journey to the end goal, one that you never thought could be. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.